Allison, we didn't actually discuss this, but we should probably start by saying, hey, what we're doing, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
or who we
I
are?
would think. I think we should. Yeah, that's priming it in any fashion sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, anything other than like, hey, we're here. Jackie, tell us.
Jackie, what's going on? Yeah, this is a podcast, right? This is a podcast.
Okay, so what? This is the first Shadow Camp podcast?
Yeah, we're here. We're Shadow Pod. Yeah, exactly. It's an informal look at some of our players so that people get a good idea of what's going on in Shadow Camp.
Yeah. Okay.
In case they want to play with us.
Yeah. You want to say it or should I?
I did say it. We got it. We got it on tape.
We got it? It's on. Good.
Who are you? Who are you? Who am I? Who is this?
Okay. I'll introduce myself.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Emily. I play Keket of the Scourge and enjoy doing skeleton shenanigans and general rat cult mischief.
Excellent. My name's Allison. I play Hejda Marzana, and she is a diplomat. She's also a lich.
I'm Jackie. I play Ariadne. I am an alchemist in Shadow. Technically, I guess I am the head herbalist in Shadow. So
yeah,
I take
you
care
are.
of our garden. Take care of the gardens. And I do a lot of stuff that the diplomats do.
Excellent. Well, you've already just given us like the quick intro there, but Jackie, can you tell us like some more about the background of your character, who she is, like what brought her to the Drachenlands, that kind of thing?
Sure thing. So Ariadne, whose full name is Ariadne Ophiuchus ek Aurum Rex, very long name, very special name for special princess, is one of the triad princeps of the Sagittarian dynasty of the Mystican Nation. It's fun for me to play because it's lore from my book. I'm a novelist, and
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
So Ariadne is a really fun character because she's not actually one of like the, let's say, player characters of my book series. She is like an ancestor of my main character from like hundreds of years ago. She's also kind of like a problem that started like essentially that world's dark ages. She did something, and then it started like a decade of darkness where we just have no information. It's not dark because evil stuff happened. It's just we just don't have any information. And then after that, the entire political system was different. The world was changed. Magic was different. Before that, everything was a whole different way. She did something, and then everything is different. And so I'm having a fun time exploring who she is as a person.
I love that.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's really fun.
Yeah. Are you interested? I'm ad-libbing already. I'm so sorry, Emily. Are you interested as you explore your character, like finding out what she did? Do you think like the game is going to give that to you, or is that something you're kind of just like have in the back of your mind as you're playing her?
I think so. Getting into like what her headspace is and what her motivations are, and sort of like feeling it out, because she's a very different type of character than what I play at my normal LARPs. It's definitely feeding into me like what some of the actions she would take in her home world that would lead to that whole situation.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a very fun experience when I get that click where I'm like in the headspace, in the character, and she's so very different from me just mentally. And I'm just like, these are actions I would never take as Jackie. These are actions I would never take as a lot of my other characters. But I'm like, I can see where the logic is and where it makes sense. And she's so driven and so not manipulative, but like the goal is so important. The ends will justify the means.
Yeah, excellent. I love that.
Love
Okay.
that.
I think it's a good segue into the next question, because I feel like what you just described, the ends justify the means, is very indicative of a lot of people that are in Shadow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why did you first join Shadow? What prompted that? Why did you decide to join Shadow?
So again, I'm not like a super experienced LARPer, but I have been in the hobby for a couple of years now. I started right after the pandemic. Yeah. So like I've been in it for a minute.
Yeah.
And I had some friends that have played Drachenfest for a couple of years. Last year was my first year.
Yep.
And my friends that play they have moved to the bazaar. They're in the Surgeons Guild. They're having a fantastic time. We love the Surgeons Guild. But I was advised, it's your first year. You should definitely start in a camp.
Yeah.
And get how that feels. And I thought that was really good advice.
Mm-hmm.
And they love Shadow Camp. They're like, Shadow Camp is so great. It's so fun. And I'm like, I was reading Shadow Camp. I'm like, this isn't really what I go for. This isn't what any of the stuff that I like. For every other character that I do, I'm like, you would think maybe silver, maybe green. Those are the ones that like that's my archetype. But I'm just like, you know what? I should take a swing because I know the people in Shadow are fantastic. I know the camp like vibe is so good, and everyone is so like everyone's a family. We are a team. We're working on it together. I might as well just give it a go if I'm already taking a big swing of going to this big
right. True enough. Yeah.
Go all the way.
Yeah.
It was such a good experience. It was such a good choice for me to make
So
to just
glad.
try something so outside my wheelhouse. And I'm like, I'm having a great time. I'm not going anywhere else.
Yay!
Yeah, well, like, you've been killing it. So from the moment like you showed up in our Discord and everything, you were just killing it in Shadow. So
I'm glad to hear.
Yeah, Jackie herself has left a big impression. Ariadne has left a giant impression on just like the alchemy world. And yeah, like you said, you're our head herbalist. And I think I wouldn't have guessed. I think in the back of my mind that last year was your first year, but I wouldn't have guessed. Like just based on how you held yourself and how you did the game. Like I think you hit the ground running so well.
Well, that's so good to hear. It happened too much, Gene. So, like,
so we all. I think that defines LARPers and definitely Shadow Camp
100%.
LARPers, right?
I'm
just not sure when to stop. Yeah. Okay, so this again segues really well. You said like a bunch of your friends are in the Surgeons Guild, but you're not going anywhere. Why are you staying in Shadow Camp? Like, what won you over?
So, like, the bonds between not only the characters but also the LARPers in Shadow Camp are just so fantastic. And I think like you go out into the regular Drachenfest, you walk around town, and like people are like, "Oh, Shadow Camp, they're the villains." I'm like, "No, we're not. We're the goth muppet. That's the weird camp over there. What are you talking about? Everyone I meet there is nice and weird. That's all it is. They're nice and they're weird. They're not mean. They're just goths." Like, what are you talking about?
The goth Muppets is so good.
Yeah. I mean,
I know this is a read on everyone. It's like if you've ever watched a Muppet movie, you're either a Muppet or a human talking to Muppets, and you have to decide when you walk into Shadow Camp which one you are.
Yeah.
And I'm over here with these, and I'm just like, I am the Muppet.
Yep.
It's me.
It's me. I am the Muppet.
I mean, I love, we're just goth Muppets. Like Allison and I were saying before we started this, like for Keket, she's coming from a world, and I feel this is true for a lot of Shadow Camp characters. We're coming often from like dark worlds. Like Keket's coming from a world that's basically on the very brink of the apocalypse, and she comes to Drachenfest and she's like, vacation! Like, there's a blue sky, there's food for the vampires, I don't have to run and hide, I can do whatever I want, nothing matters, right? Like, and exactly. I think that's kind of when you're playing the dark character at Drachenfest. Drachenfest is lovely, and you can just do whatever you want then.
Yeah, the players are playing very serious like archetypes and aesthetics and coming from very dark stories, but like you need to add the levity, and the players are the ones that just are adding the levity to the experience themselves.
Yeah,
and so fun.
I love it.
A bunch of goth Muppets. I love it.
I know. So you mentioned that your buddies in the bazaar had said to camp with a camp for your first year, to go with a camp for your first year. This can encompass that experience, but this next question just pertains to like, what was your favorite part, or what is your favorite part of the like camp experience? That can be like within the camps themselves, the camping experience itself. Like what's been your favorite part about that so far?
So I love like walking around the big circle and like going into other camps and seeing what they have going on, and like everybody is so creative. They have so many great interpretations to just see like what they're doing. I'm a big set dressing person.
Oh yeah.
I love costuming. I love looking and seeing how people are storytelling through visual means. And it's so fun to see that, and then going to interact. The alchemy, like people, we're strong but we're mighty. we're small and muddy, and we are every single one I talked to at every single camp. I just went up to doors and knocked on them. And I'm just like, hi, I'm the alchemist from Shadow. I just would love to talk to your alchemist. They all let me in. They all let me in.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's so hard to get in camps. I'm like, no, it's not. Just go with the purpose.
It's hard for some of us.
Yeah.
And they're so nice, and they want to show you all of their fun plants. They want to talk about all their creatures. They want to tell you all about the fun potions they're working on. Blue's garden is fantastic. They have a flesh garden, and I love it. Like, Green's garden is so fun. Like, the kids over in Green, they get so involved. It's great. I love Silver Camp's. Their gardens are always gorgeous, and I know that they're going above and beyond this year. Hawthorne over there is fantastic. And even Red, after what happened last year, they did a fantastic job of just getting back on their feet.
Oh, good.
They're so good. Like, all of the players are so nice, and they want to, like, bring you in and tell you all about the things that they've done. I love to see people's projects.
Yeah. That is such a fun aspect of it.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what alchemy is like in Shadow Camp?
Oh, absolutely.
She's like, you've unlocked my special interest.
So, Shadow Camp Alchemy is very special because we work super duper hard every year to go above and beyond what we did the previous year.
Yeah, y'all do.
Because our biggest bar is whatever we did last time, we want to outdo ourselves. Which is working out for us so far. Like, we are really bringing it. So it's me and Ash, who is also doing a great job. He is taking charge of that potions lab, and I'm going to let him deal with that. It's not my job. My job is to look after the gardens and the creatures. And I know last year was my first year, so I was like, oh, I don't want to overstep. And they're like, you cannot. There's physically no way for you to overstep. You can do whatever you want, bring whatever you want. And I'm like, okay. And I brought so many things.
So many useful things. Yeah, so many wonderful things.
But last year was our first year with our magical menagerie, which is something specific to Shadow Camp, where we have what is essentially a magical zoo of all sorts of creatures. I brought a bunch, Ash brought a bunch, and then a bunch of them were brought by campers that we just let everybody know, like, hey, we're doing this. If you want to contribute, bring stuff. We had so many fun animals.
Yeah, I brought a few. I have a little menagerie outside my tent, and I donated a few too.
I love that. I love that it was like a group project too. It ended up so cool. I can't even tell you. Like, I saw it the first night all lit up, and I was just like, oh, this is beautiful. Like, the whole thing, you guys worked so hard, and it paid off so well.
Yep. I'm so excited. And it became like a meeting spot too, which I love, between like the menagerie and then the gardens and then the lab, which had the nice stage structure. People would just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
I know our avatar really liked the gardens. I know because he tipped me several times.
Ooh.
He like called me over and he's like, Ariadne, you did this? I'm like, yes, my avatar. And he's just like, here you go, and handed me like 5 gold. It was great.
That's incredible.
Awesome.
Avatar was a big fan of the creatures. Has never been to the zoo.
Loves them. I'm like, thank you. I worked so hard, and this is validating. And also, I'm going to spend this very nonsensically. I can't drink, so it's not going to that. So it's going to go somewhere first. So yeah, we've had a great year last year. We're going to have an even better year this year. We have a lot of plans. We have a lot of building projects. I have a lot of stuff on my docket that I'm hoping I'll get done in time. But
I'm really Shadow excited. Camp won the Gardens Award last year, right? So the bar is high.
Last 2 years.
Garden Award last year.
Yeah, last 2 years.
In a row.
Yeah,
y'all are going for a hat trick.
So,
in
fact, you wouldn't know this, but the year before that, we got the honorable mention.
Ooh,
we didn't win. But 3 years ago, we got the honorable mention. In fact, we got a little glass vial from one of the head alchemists that she was like, I will check every year if this is here. So we bring it every year. It's our one very breakable thing in there.
One very breakable.
Yep. Not that I'm an alchemist, but I've helped out with alchemy. Pat, who plays Ash, is one of my good friends. I've helped out with that before. So that's how I know. We came close 3 years ago. So the bar is high for Shadow Alchemy. So,
but the too much gene is also very high
very
and very successful.
There, yeah.
Yeah, we have some fun prospects this year that also seem to contain the too much gene, and I'm just like, come to me. Sorry, I do in fact have a small guy. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's great. I've been seeing a lot of your like, I don't want to call them underlings. Like, I don't know if we have a proper term for like budding alchemists, but yeah, like the people that have been interested that are new players this year. It seems like a lot of people have a lot of interest in alchemy this year, and you and Ash are definitely like leading the charge, which is really nice to see.
Yep. So I guess beyond alchemy, or maybe including alchemy, I mean, getting tipped by the avatars, perhaps the one, but do you have a favorite kind of quirky shadow moment that happened either to you personally or one you saw happen to other people, something like that?
So there is this one very fun moment that happened to me that I tell people about all the time because I just think it's so funny. It actually has nothing to do with alchemy. It's just really funny, and it happened at Shadow Camp. So it was after one of the sieges, and we had closed down our gate, but stuff was still happening inside the camp that involved other people. And we were kind of like scrambling. We were figuring out what was going to happen if we were going to siege somebody else, if someone else was going to siege us. Gates had to be closed, and someone needed to guard it. They're like, "Hey, you're standing here. You can guard it." I'm like, "Me? What do you mean me?" And they're like, "Get in the gatehouse." I'm like, "Okay, I'm doing something." So I was in the gatehouse, leaning out of the window and checking because people were coming up to ask me things. So they needed to get into the gate for the ritual that was happening inside, specifically the rat ritual.
Yeah.
And so people would come up, and I'm like, "Are you here for business or pleasure?" And they're just like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Are you here for the ritual?" And they're just like, "What is a ritual?" And from inside, you just hear squeak, 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 squeak. And they're like, "We are not here for that." I'm like, "Then leave." They put so many people back. If they were for the ritual, we would let them in. And otherwise, you're not getting in. This is ritual business only.
Oh my gosh.
So I had that same interaction like 5 times, and every single time there was just an uproar squeak from the inside.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. And it was so good.
The number of like rat cultists in various sects around as a rat cultist around Drachenfest is amazing. It's actually, I would say, one of our tightest bonds with Green, because Shadow and Green haven't always had the best relationship, but like the rat cults have good, and like the rat players have great ties.
Yeah. There's like weird friction, and then also the rat cultists and like shifters are just like, all right, yeah, we're good between these two camps.
Yeah. But yeah.
I love that.
That's great. Just here by bringing my dog boy.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for more creatures, both in the alchemy sense and in the player sense, to be added to Shadow. All right, we have a fun last question for you, Jackie.
Okay.
If the Shadow avatar was a potion or a garden critter, what would they be?
Okay, I do have an answer. It might get me smote when I walk into camp.
Like, our avatar's not here right now. It's fine. This is a safe space.
Guys, despite everything, I'm pretty sure Shadow Avatar is actually the avatar with the best sense of humor.
I would agree. I would agree.
Everyone's like, the Shadow Avatar is so scary. I'm like, I do not have this experience that you seem to have. Everyone has this universal experience that the Shadow Avatar is scary. I'm like, no, I love the Shadow Avatar.
Yes.
The Shadow Avatar loves me.
Shadow Avatar, they have a good, like, they've got a good facade. Yeah. But, like, I've seen them fighting not to laugh at our antics.
At the goth muppet antics?
Yeah. I think they find us very endearing overall. I'm not sure all avatars feel that way.
I made them a nice habitat, and now they like me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would they be? What's your answer? That might
So
get you
I have this critter that I'm sure some of our players have seen, because they weren't in the regular menagerie with everyone else. They were in air jail in the potions lab for basically the entire length of the event last year. His name is Prince Philip. He is a frog. He's about yay big. He has a very disconcerting smile. So he's got a big grin with human teeth. Very dark and spooky and scary, but he's very sweet. And I had a lot of people going like, why is this frog here and all the other frogs are in there? I'm like, oh, crimes. He's in jail. They're like, oh, criminal. I'm like, listen, you think it's some evil, violent crime because he's scary, but no, it's for tax evasion. He owes me money. And everyone's just like, oh, spooky, scary. I'm like, no, he's just a little guy. and he's sweet and nice, and he's doing some schemes. I'm sure he did them for a good reason, but why he did them is not for me to know. He's just got this vibe about him. I'm just like, Avatar.
I think that fits really well. It's I can totally see why you're like, it might get me smote at the game. It might. We're rolling the dice, but I don't know if I could have picked a better one myself. I think that's really accurate.
Yeah, the frog with human teeth. That's up to schemes.
It's just a little guy.
He's very intimidating. Like, I saw several people do a double take and like jump back when they saw him because he's just hanging from a cage in the middle of the Magician's Lab because he's in air jail. And they just like people would get scared. I'm like, he's not scary. He's just a little guy. He wants what's best for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what they tried to put our Avatar in jail last year. So.
And I guess we successfully litigated it on their behalf, and that didn't happen.
I missed it. I'm still sad I missed that.
I know. I'm just glad we kept our Avatar out of jail.
Yep. Okay, so just a little guy with human teeth up to schemes in air jail. Okay, perfect.
I love it.
Excellent.
Love it.
Okay, well, thank you so much for agreeing to meet with us and do this interview.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say? Anything you want to tell people before we go? Or we covered it all.
Please come visit the gardens. I would love to have you. Please come touch my plants. You'll mostly keep your fingers.
Excellent. Love it.
Beautiful.
No notes. Thank you so much, Jackie. We really appreciate it. That was delightful.
Okay.